Hi, it's Linda with CreativePLR.com, and I'm in Ideogram or Ideogram. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I'm not quite sure. This is an AI image generator, and its big claim to fame is it does text really well. Not only text, it does text much better than Midjourney does. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect. It still misspells a few things. Still gets things a little confused, but it fixes them a little faster than Midjourney does. And not only that, but look at the different types of fonts that they use. You don't specify the font. I mean, I think you could probably say things like bright, colorful, cursive. I have not specified the type of fonts on anything that I've generated, and it's come out really good. It also does a different, vibrant color look than Midjourney does, and I'm sure that it has something to do with the prompts. For instance, look at that. Look at that. Does a really good, oh, and this one, grow with the flow. Now you could see that it has an extra G there because these things happen, but people are using them for different decorations that have names on them, which is much easier to come by than Midjourney produces. So let's go in and look at my profile, and I want to show you a few things. First of all, it's free to use, but if you use the free plan, all of your images will be on that home page, that public page that we just used. I've upgraded mine so that because I'm using images to not only use for products, but for lead magnets and social media posts, and so I don't want my images to be out in public. So you'll notice that I'm getting, for instance, this one is a different size than these two. This one, and there's only one of it. Well, if you click on it, you'll notice that there are 4 images, but on your profile page, you only see one of the images. It's marked as the cover. I don't know how you get to be the cover. You have to pick it because I really like this one better. But when you first generate them, it automatically generates a cover unless you delete. And if you delete the whole package of 4. So that's what I've discovered. You can, if you, let's find one with the cookie. Okay. I didn't specify. This is more like a title font. This is a script font. This is like a call out, like he's saying that. This is like a title. That's more like a title. This is underneath. So all different types of font. This has got a little curve to it. All different types of font that I haven't specified. All I specified were the words. So let's look at this one. And I didn't like the cookies dressed like a doctor because that wasn't the prompt. Why did the cookie go to the doctor? Because it felt crummy at the beach. And of course, crummy's misspelled. But they did a pretty good job on everything else. And so you can look at the different versions of this. The cookie was still dressed like the doctor. Here the doctor's at the beach. That seemed kind of odd. And I wasn't quite sure what this is connected to him. Maybe a cookie-style stethoscope. And this one was black and white. So I didn't like that one because it was black and white. So let's look at this one and let's look at my prompt. So not only does this generator give you the prompt that you put in, because this is exactly what I put in, it also gives you what they call a magic prompt with more detail and more specific information. The cookie has a bandage on his arm and a concerned expression. That's not this is the whole prompt right here. I was just very clear on what the text should be and not all of these other things. And you see these buttons right here. These buttons say use or copy. And if you hit use, it goes right up here to the generator, which is also where the aspect ratios are. I want 1:1. I want it to be private. And I click this on because I want the magic prompt on there. And here is the prompt that it just copied from that. If you want to vary the style or add something different, here are all the different styles that you can use. I'm going to click this one for fun because I'm still experimenting with them and I want to see what they look like. And so I generate it. And when you first generate it, you're going to get 4 pictures. They're not a grid of 4 like in Midjourney. They're 4 pretty good size images that you can see. And we're going to be able to see what that wildlife had to do with it. I don't think it has anything to do with it, but you never know until you try. So here the cookie's still dressed like a doctor. Here the cookie's in the doctor's office, but dressed like the doctor. And you have, why did the go to the doctor? Because we left out the word cookie. Why did the cookie go to the doctor? Because it felt crummy at the beach. Okay, that works well. And there's all this medical equipment at the beach too that kind of is odd. So, and you'll notice that it's assigned the cover to this one. It's the cover image for all four. Now, I don't like any of these, so I'm going to get rid of this one. And it didn't appear to get rid of it, but I think if I refresh, oh, it did get rid of them. Okay, so I got rid of that version of the cookie. This is great. Here's just a few cons to this. If you have a free account, then your images are going to be on this page with everybody else. That means if I click on, I really like that quote, if I click on that, I get the same prompt the person put in, but in this case, I did not get the magic prompt, but I still got the prompt that they put in. So I could use that prompt and create one of it. That's the reason why I do not have my images on the public forum. And if you do use the prompts, you just need to be aware that you did not create this prompt. And I don't know whether this person created it or not. I only know that I didn't create this, and for me to use the prompt would be a violation of copyright. And I could not use it for commercial purposes because I didn't create it. There's been a little controversy that Ideogram does not offer commercial purposes for any of the images you create. That's not true. If I create the image, I have the usage rights of it, and they do not control any commercial rights for the images I create. However, I cannot take someone else's images and use them for commercial purposes because they don't belong to me. I hope that clears up that controversy. Now, I hope that you enjoyed this and you're going to start using Ideogram. At least experiment and see how it comes out. It's great for stickers and clip art with a word on there or some text of any type, or even some background images or posters. Until next time, this is Linda. Keep creating.